So here we go. It might be the trans actually, which would be really bad. Even though the trans, I believe, only has about 88,000 on it. And Lee, well, I don't know if he'd be able to work with me because I've had the trans since February, but I haven't driven it much because of the accident. So he might not work with me. I'm hoping it's the diff because Weiss would be willing to work with me, I'm sure. But yeah, hopefully he's willing to. Hopefully whatever it is will be covered because the diff and trans are pretty new. Yeah, I'm starting to think it's the trans. And also, last time I got a tow, my front bumper was completely messed up. So this is really going to be bad. Not happy about this. He did a good job. He didn't scratch the bumper or anything. Just gotta get it there. He said he's gonna take me home too, so I'll get the AP2 and I'll follow him there after I get some cash. Dude, Ahmed, thanks for letting me bring it by, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Anytime. You came with both of them today.
Finally get to prove I have two.
Yeah. He's not lying. He is not lying, my friend.
Yeah.
Best time in Elkers, baby.
We nailed it. Oh my God. Thank you, Sims. Not a scratch on her.
Hey, man, no problem, no problem.
You the man, buddy. Thanks. Real close to the boat, but we got it. Take that guy off first. Cool.
Those there, don't lose those, please.
Of course. Remember the LED kit's on there. The car had a snap driver's side axle, and when Ahmed installed the axle from the old subframe, it was very loose. Ahmed said the diff must have some internal damage causing the axle to snap. Jimmy said the axles are asymmetrical and guaranteed it wasn't the diff. He said if he was wrong, he would install a new diff for free. So I let him pick the car up. So the JDM headlights arrived a little early. It's good news. I sent them to Rob off the forums, my USDM ones with USPS, and they got stuck in the mail for the holiday, but he said he'd send them back in the box that I used from the guitar store, and it looks pretty good. Looks like that long time in transit didn't mess up the box at all. So let's see how they look. Good job.
Or it might just be backwards.
So we're gonna see if that running light can be remedied real quick. And then this one, the high beam is dead, right?
Yes.
Cool. Otherwise, everything looks pretty good. What does it do?
It goes here on the front parts of the top parts of the bumper here and holds it to the fender.
Okay, I'll get one tomorrow.
It's not terrible.
I've seen worse. I've seen better.
Yeah.
Starting to look good, man. Why'd we lift it up?
So I put all these in.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Ah, that's why. So if you look, guys, I remember I showed the trunk rust being patched, but if you look at that, man, they really patched it up. Not just the little plugs they were putting in. That is heavily sealed. Hope it didn't add too much weight, but looks a lot better. I'm going to add the exhaust tips that Jose took off of my AP1 exhaust from Jimmy here, and I'll put them on here because these have seen better days. But yeah, otherwise I think will look a lot cleaner and it'll be in better shape. You can really see the suspension, how clean that is from Andres. That really looks good. And the tires are still above the wear bars technically, but yeah, man, pretty much the entire rear of the car has got less than 50,000 miles except for the exhaust because of the subframe and suspension.
It's all done.
Everything's all done. Final clip is in. Looks great, man.
It's not gonna fall off.
Not yet.
Hopefully not ever.
Let's hope not. Thank you, Jimmy. Let's see the moment of truth. Battery was down a little bit because of the running the lights a little bit, but hey, it still started right up.
Yeah, how smooth the steering is.
Nice and smooth. So that is proof that you can clean them. The steering rack, the torque sensor and all that. Look at those lights. Got Jimmy's car in back after the freezing rain. Look at that on the hood. Blowtorch couldn't even get it off. Whew. So we took it for a test drive after I tried to take it out, and I brought it back because it was intermittently going lean at 4,000 RPM when you stomp it. And again, if you're at high RPM, feathering it from 80% to 100% throttle, 80% would feel awesome, then 100% would make it bog down. So we're trying to figure out what that is. Jimmy's doing another map whack and just trying to clean out that channel, see if that'll help. But the last time the car was turned off, bringing it back to the shop, it was running good. So you saw a little bit of water in the connector for the map sensor, but we literally have absolutely no idea what's going on. At least at times it runs perfectly, so that's a start. When I cleaned it like that, I never thought to open the throttle. I just tried to scrub it. So that's smart.
Yeah, you want to blast air through it. Anything over like 50% throttle, the car just goes lean and loses power. So, I mean, that's it.
I had that with the old engine, I had it with this engine, but everything we've done has made it slightly better. But never a complete fix. So I guess the next move is just bringing you an 01 ECU, 2000-01, the different part number, and you think that could solve it?
I think it's a possibility.
Because
at this point, we're past what Honda has in the service manual, the factory service manual for correcting this issue. So,
all right,
we're on our own.
Guess so. We're gonna go back over to Jimmy's place. He is gonna put in the new ECU from the 2000 and 2001 model year S2000s. Put my little Bluetooth speaker in there because I can't really find someone to fix the radio right now. Looks kind of crude, but works pretty well. So let's see if this ECU fixes it, and let's see if it still runs better on ethanol-free gas. Jimmy just said he thinks it was left out in the dirt. I don't remember the dent from the eBay picture. Hopefully it wasn't shipping, but Could be cleaner, huh?
See if it works.
Still gotta pay you either way, though, huh?
That's how it is sometimes.
Yeah. There's the brain box. Everything looks okay to me. And that's the side of the dent was on right about here, which means, did this get pushed a little bit?
No, that's how they are.
Okay. So that dent looks like it didn't go deep enough to touch anything at all. So as long as the electronics are still safe,
Should work.
should work.
I don't really see any water damage or anything.
Just
It might have been in a higher moisture environment, but
I think it came from Cali, which is relatively low moisture, but
maybe it came from a flood car.
maybe it did.
Saltwater flood car.
California did have those floods a while back.
Yeah.
You think that ECU went off the PCH?
No, it doesn't look like it has water damage in it.
Cool. We got to open up the old one too. I want to see if maybe that tells anything. That is a AFE dry power filter.
Yeah.
Just different filter medium, but it's made to fit within the stock airbox, but because that's there was cut out, I didn't push it all the way in.
Yeah.
Probably should, but
I might have a stock airbox that's not cut up.
I would like to trade you.
So
I've heard the you get a little bit more high end when it's cut, but then you have a little bit better low end when it's not cut. So
yeah.
S2000s like never don't need more torque though.
You just put a turbo on them, and then you make all the torque. It's the same thing, like which oil makes my TCT go bad.
Yeah, which blinker fluid should you use?
It's just one of those S2000 things. Everyone's worried about oil. It doesn't matter.
New one's already in?
Yeah.
That's the old guy.
Changing this UC's apart.
That looks clean as hell. Wait. But dude,
I switched ECUs a couple times. I don't know if I mixed them up or what happened, so.
because dude, before we put all that back together, we should see where your ECU says, because
What do you want? This for.
yeah, one means 2000 to 2001.
Yeah.
But that bottom number is different, the 120137. But that's probably serial number or something. Damn it.
I can look and see.
See what Jimmy's ECU says. AP1 July 03. This is Jimmy's ECU.
That's what I believe it is.
Yeah.
Not sure.
A02. So I bought another ECU. Apparently the ECU's been changed in my car because this is an 03. Did you notice any difference when you put this ECU in the car versus the one that it came with?
No. They both acted the same.
I guess we'll try to change it anyway. That is a real shame.
Which one do you want in the car right now?
The one with the dents and the dirt.
Okay.
Might as well, since it's, I'm already paying you to do it.
That's speculation.
Yeah, emissions. I mean, technically, leaner in the advanced timing, so that would give it a little more power, I would think.
It can, yes.
Yeah, so many of the possible reasons for the different ECU thing.
Many things left, But is this a completely different issue than when you had bought the car originally, right?
Well, that's the thing. It ran lean, but I bought it in winter. and then in the summer it seemed to do better. So I think injectors was a part of it. Cleaning the fuel tank was definitely a part of it, but I think cold weather in general. But then also when I first got it back in September, it was hot out and it ran great. Yeah. So I took the lid off and it ran good. But then before that, they had a K&N filter hose clamped to the intake directly behind the radiator, deliberately heat soaking it.
Yeah.
That's what the guys had done.
You have keys?
Yeah. Hey guys, thanks for watching. So the car runs and drives. It runs and drives great right now. It does still bog down under heavy throttle when the car is cold and the exterior temperature is cold. So what I did is I took the cover off of the stock airbox, and it helps it deliberately heat soak a little bit, and it runs great. But now 72 degrees outside here in early March on the Chesapeake Bay, so I'm actually going to put the cover back on and drive it to work. So again, I'm going to put the POV drive video in the next video. You'll see a link in the description. And for now, I'm just going to put the top down, drive it to work, let you know how it goes. But Jimmy said it's safe to drive as long as I'm not pushing it when it bogs, and take my foot off the gas, wait for it to warm up. And as long as it's running smoothly, gets nice and hot, and I'm not feeling any bogging, the car is safe to drive and safe to enjoy. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Oh yeah.